This is Pat, and welcome to this episode of Make It Yours. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about the wild world of apparel, and I brought in the best dressed guy at Polaris, our apparel product manager, Josh Malz.
Thanks for having me, Pat. Glad to be here.
So Josh, let's talk a little bit about the product portfolio. What makes Polaris product different from some of the competition or other choices that you can make out there?
Yeah, I think a lot of it goes back to the development of the gear. So the gear is built for riders, by riders. At Polaris, we're all very passionate riders. We have an apparel center of excellence that's just filled with people that are out testing our gear as they're developing it. And as they're developing it, they're really making it so that it stands up to the tests that the vehicles go through as well. So any type of riding condition that you are in, we have an apparel solution. Let's dive in, starting from the top. So anytime you go out riding, you want to make sure you have a really good helmet. And it all starts with breathability. So, a lot of times you're on an ORV, you're riding when it's warm, so you want to make sure the ventilation is set right. So a lot of these off-road style helmets with the goggle port come with snow plugs in them, so you can use them for snow and ORV. So you want to make sure when you're riding in the summer, you take those out so that you're getting proper ventilation all the way through. Another important one is just fit and comfort. So every brand, every size fits a little bit different. Even within the 509 brand, there's just different fits. So I'd really encourage you to go to your local dealer, try it on, make sure the right helmet is, everyone has a different head shape, honestly, so it fits a little bit different. I've had a $700 helmet that I didn't fit well, and I had a $100 helmet that I wear that I like a lot better. So, so fit's another one. Another cool one with these is the Fidlock technology. So this has the magnetic chin strap built in, so it's easy on, easy off if you stop along the trail. And the thing with these ORV style too, they provide a really wide field of view, so you can see very well when you're out on the trails.
So when you're looking out onto the trail, I'm guessing you're going to need a little bit of eye protection, right? Because whether you're going through some wet climates and you're getting that mud spray, or maybe it's just you eating my dust out there on the trail, you want to prevent those pebbles from coming up and smacking you in the face. I'm guessing goggles are a great way to prevent that.
Yep, yeah, for sure. So goggles is a critical item. It's how you see the trail, and so this is the Kingpin 509 goggle, and we offer different lenses as well. So the other part of seeing good is adjusting to the lighting for that day. So whether it's really sunny out, you might want a tint like that seen here. That we also have a polarized tint. If it's overcast conditions, we have a yellow goggle or a lens that goes in there. So it all depends on the condition that you're in. And the thing with this, when you do match it up to your helmet, you really want to make sure it's tight to your face. So you want to get that really good seal so that debris, wind, other things aren't getting in there and blocking your field of view. So, but
that's awesome.
This is a very critical item for riding.
And what I think is cool as well is, you've got this in a lime green colorway, but obviously we're launching new colored vehicles year in and year out, and a lot of our customers really like to match the vehicle that's in their garage, right? Yeah. So we're changing colors just as often as we're changing them on the vehicles, or how does that work? Yeah,
that's a good question. So it is, all of our colors are developed with our industrial design team that are putting the colors on the vehicles so that we can get that perfect match to the vehicle. So if you have a lime green, you have our Indy red, you have any of those different unique colors, the chances are good that we have a helmet that matches that, or a goggle or gloves that go along with that color scheme to match the style. So
that's awesome. So talk to me a little bit about gloves, right? Because I'm out on the trail sometimes, summer gets hot here in Minnesota, right? Do I really have to be wearing gloves?
I think it's a critical part. Yeah, they are absolutely needed, and they provide a couple different values. So the one is that they're going to give you knuckle protection. So when you're riding, if stuff flies up, sticks, debris, whatever it is, it has built-in knuckle protection both here and with the Polaris logo. Another one is that they have padded palms here with grip built in. So as you're gripping the steering wheel, that little extra padding can make a big difference, as well as the silicone grip that's built in here. And you already hit on the style, right? I mean, it goes good with our vehicles, with the helmet, with the goggles, with our jersey selections that we have. So yeah, absolutely a critical item that I think makes a big difference on those days on the trail.
That's awesome. So we talked helmets, we talked goggles to kind of round out the whole facial protection, right? I see we've got a Polaris Gator here. Can you kind of talk about the value that that brings and why one of our riders would want to be sporting those out on the trail?
Yep. And I think this is good for any climate, no matter where you ride. You know, it goes on over your head, comes up when you wear it. You want to have it covering your nose so that you're not breathing in that dust as you're trailing behind me in your example. So really having that, and then also provides sun protection to your neck as well. So these are really good. They're fairly inexpensive, and they make a big difference when you're out there.
So it looks like now we're over here by our long sleeves and our jackets, and we know that all of our riders ride in all sorts of different climates, whether that be the heat of Arizona or the frigid temps of northern Roseau, Minnesota, where Polaris was founded in 1954. So it looks like we've got a couple different options here to deal with all those different weather conditions. Kind of walk us through some of these different options.
Yeah, so let's start here with our lightweight jersey. This is a good option if it is a little bit warmer out. It has breathable properties built into it, and it washes up really nice. So, you know, when you are out there, you get dirty, throw it in the washer, and it's ready to go for the next day. And then kind of moving our way this way. So if it is a little bit colder out, we do have a heated base layer. It's run by a built-in battery, and you can layer that perfectly with our soft shell. So if it's colder in the morning and you don't want to necessarily have that heat later on the day, you can definitely take it off and just wear the soft shell with it. But the soft shell is a really good option. It has built-in DWR, durable water repellency, built into it, so it'll keep you drier. And then also has you know, plenty of storage built in here, a removable hood. So a really good option to put in the glove box or just to bring out with you as an added safety layer for that day. And then also we have a full line of outerwear that is made with Tech 54. So Tech 54 is a waterproof breathable membrane so that it'll keep the water out, but also if you're working a little bit harder on the machine, it'll you know, kind of work up some heat and some sweat. It'll help take that sweat and push it out so that you stay warm, dry, and comfortable.
That's awesome. So that's great information about our long sleeves and our outerwear. Is there anything else that you would recommend to our riders that they wear on the trail?
Yeah, I think another critical item is to make sure that you always have long pants on that are made out of really good durable material, so that if debris kicks up, you know, it'll protect your legs. And then the other one is over the ankle type boots like Pat and I have on here. You want to just make sure you have that added protection at the bottom. Like I said, if rocks, sticks, anything comes up, that you're protected from head to toe.
Awesome. Well, Josh, it's always a pleasure.
Yeah,
thanks so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of Make It Yours. We'll see you next time.